Corporation. I'm here with my partner, Andy Zadiak, and he's going to take part of this program. We're gonna double do it, huh? Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here and speak before you. Before I get started, I have to tell you how much I love the angle parking in Uptown Butte. It is great. I've heard great things from people. We look very progressive. It looks clean and neat and tidy for someone that's got OCD. I really, really like it. So congratulations, folks. Good work. Okay, now I can get started. You're welcome. Thanks, Dave. Good job, everybody. This really does make us look like a wonderfully progressive city and doing lots of things, so thank you. So we're here today to give you a short report on what the Butte Economic Development Coordinating Council has accomplished to date. And a lot of that is because of you, your generosity. So go ahead, Karen. Ah, there you go. So there's a beautiful photo of the entrance into Montana Tech. And Andy's going to talk in a little bit about what he's looking at doing up there with his committee. Go ahead. There you go. Yeah, well, I don't know what happened to our words. Here, let me just read. Let me go into the words. The words disappeared. We've been having problems with this stuff. So we are a group that has come together in a spirit of collaboration and cooperation. We're creating a shared vision and shared message about how to grow our economy and enhance our community. We understand each other, we trust each other, we respect each other, and we're open to each other's thoughts and ideas. And what we are, wow, this was a really great presentation, so I'm not sure what happened to everything. That's okay, that's why we have a printed version. We are individuals who really care about our place in our community. We're just like you. And in fact, some of you have been to some of our meetings. We are organizations with amazing and talented people dedicated to advancing our community. We are diverse in our organizations as we are in our individuals with specific missions in mind. We're all interested in making this beautiful place we call Butte the best place that it can be. We're all in this together. And we're already making great progress. And I'm hoping this cool, ta-da! This is the one I worked so hard on, guys. You have no idea how this was hard to put together. This is who we are. We're the Butte Local Development Corporation, the Chamber. We are the Butte School District, the National Center for Healthcare Informatics, Headframe Spirits, Main Street, Uptown Butte. We got the Burt Mooney Airport in there, Montana Tech, the Highlands College, Markovich Real Estate, Montana Connections, Kristen and Karen and Butte Silver Bow, Commissioners, Markovich Real Estate, Highlands, Northwestern Energy, Headwaters, St. James, a whole plethora of us, the Port of Montana, and we're all getting together to advance your initiatives. We have a vision and we have a mission, and our vision is to be the most effective and innovative and collaborative economic and community development group to help grow Butte. And our mission is to make sure that Butte continues to be the community of choice for tourists, businesses, and residents. We have some objectives behind that vision. And by the way, I didn't make any of this stuff up. This was done by consensus with this wonderful group. Andy and Karen and Kristen helped facilitate how we got to this point. So some of our objectives are to retain and attract young professionals and entrepreneurs, because if we don't, we're all going to be like this. We're going to all have gray hair, and we're not going to have anybody to help take care of us, right? We want to keep these young professionals here. We want to help make them happy. So we're going to do that by promoting an attractable and affordable lifestyle and career opportunities that we have here in Butte. And we're going to create a marketing plan to market our community to local, regional, national, and international entrepreneurs and young innovators. And we're going to promote our local growing entrepreneurs, companies, businesses, and innovators. And then we're going to recruit new businesses to Butte. And that's really hard to do. That's not easy to do. You got to be patient. It happens once in a while, but we're getting there. We've got some wins. And we're going to help do this by creating a marketing plan that highlights our community's infrastructure, our wonderful transportation, our great angle parking, network, our workforce, incentive programs for business and expansion and recruitment, our 2 gigabit ring that's around you. We have a lot of things that are very unique to this community that other communities want. In fact, I'm going to go off script a little bit here. I was in Kalispell last week doing PTAC training, Procurement Technical Assistant training, which was very dry, very boring. But I missed this wonderful event that was last Thursday night out at MSC with that Karen and Kristen and Andy and Helen are put on relative to the Montana Manufacturing Consortium. I can never get that right. That news story played all over the state of Montana. When I went to breakfast in the morning with those individuals, they said, "Oh my God, you guys are doing amazing things. How'd you get that done?" So we are doing great and innovative things here in this town, and we can't wait to tell you more about that program in a month. And I promise the words will be up there. Okay. So we have some strategies to get to where we need to go. So we formed some working groups, because we couldn't all do this by ourselves, collectively or even individually. We had to form these groups. We formed an integrated marketing group, and that group is going to identify how all of us members of the coordinating council can implement an integrated marketing strategy so that we're not all off going on different directions, so that we have something and the look and feel seems the same, that we're doing a coordinated effort, but still having our own identities in those things. And then that group also is going to, they've assessed and are assessing existing marketing plans and strategies that each one of these organizations has and are pursuing. Then we have a marketing planning group, and they identify initial work that needed to develop a comprehensive marketing plan and what that would cost and what that would look like. And then we have the funders, the capital campaign group. How are we going to pay for all of this? And so they're going to implement a capital campaign program so that we can raise more funds to leverage what you've already given us. And then we got a research group, because you can't get anything done unless somebody's doing that hard work right behind the scenes. And they're providing the research and the data for all of our working groups so that we know what we're talking about when we're talking about something that we're doing. And then we have a management group, and that's people like me who are OCD that tries to get everybody going in the same direction, and these working groups to make sure that they're coordinating and that process is being made and progress is being made. So our working groups don't show up there, it's invisible, but I have them here. We have an integrated marketing group, and Christian Rosa is the chair of that group, Julie Jacksaw, Rick Edwards, me, Maria Porchavina, George Everett, Kathy Faso, Ray Rogers, Matt Vincent. You know all these people, right? They're your friends and neighbors. We have the marketing group, and Karen is the chair of that group. Andy, Eddie Zimpel, Julia Crane, Marco Lusich, Tracy O'Neill, Barbie Durham, Chris Ackerman, Dave Palmer. We have a capital campaign group, Jim Canvich, myself, Kevin Dennehy, Tim Kober, Judy Jonart, Pam Chamberlain, and Ray Rogers. And then we have 3 other working groups. We got a research working group. We have Andy working behind the scenes, churning all the data for us, along with Karen and Kristen, Julia Crane, and Julie Jacksaw. And then we have a transportation committee that's doing amazing things, and I'm going to let Andy talk about that, but Andy chairs that group. Ray Rogers is on that, Dory Screwcrew, Nick Sanford, Julia Crane, Maria, Bill Markovich. And then the management committee, those that like to push paper, me, Ray Rogers, Karen, Kristen, and Andy. So a little bit about what this integrated marketing group has done. Boy, I'm so glad I have an actual copy of this. Doesn't look like we've done a lot, but we really have. The first goal was to implement an integrated marketing strategy. And the activity underneath that was to assess existing marketing plans and strategies. And what we've already accomplished to date in a very short period of time is we've gathered all the marketing materials from members of the Coordinating Council. That was a pretty big deal. I mean, that was a lot of work that went into that. And then we identified other entities in the community that also market outside of our community and got all that and gathered all that data. And then they identified positive marketing opportunities. And some of the accomplishments that we've done up until now is through your generous support and the support of Chief Executive Matt Vincent, we've received $20,000 for our efforts. That's a big deal. We've acquired social media and press release services. We're implementing a Butte Elevated campaign in our local hotels, and we've got banners on buildings and for the festival season and in some of our marketing materials and on our websites. And we're creating the Best of Butte in Southwest Montana newsfeed. And that'll be where we can feature our own homegrown entrepreneurs, innovators, elected officials, people doing good things here in Butte. And so one of the things we got to do best is market to ourselves too. So now I have some artwork here that we've taken on, and you'll see a lot more of this. And this was done by your own Julia Crane. And I'm sure you all know Julia. This is pretty amazing stuff. You can take a look at that. She's got one that's called Business Elevated and Summer Elevated. And then we've got another one that's called Urban Elevated. And if you see Julia, let her know. Tell her that you like her artwork. This is very, this is state-of-the-art stuff. She could rival some of these big marketing companies. And guess what? It didn't cost anything, right? So this is a big deal. And then we have, I'm sure you've seen it, we had this up for the festival season, and Kristen got this taken care of. This banner was placed at 2nd Edition Books on Montana Street. If you haven't seen it, take a look at it. I think they're going to take it down shortly, and you folks are going to host it at the Civic Center. So thank you for that. It'll protect it from the weather, and then we'll get it back out on the streets with some more next year.